Okay, hold on, please. And you're live.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to call the Finance Committee meeting to order this morning for a one-item agenda. Before we do that, I would ask that attendance be taken. Will you do that, Rachel, please?
Yes, thank you. Good morning. Chair Balducci,
Here.
Regent Gray Kemp,
Here.
Regent Santiago.
Here. Here.
Stewart, thank you. Stewart.
Here.
And Chairwoman Ryan.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
I'd also like to recognize Professor Blitz also attending today. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for being here on what is the day after what was bad in some areas and nothing in others. We have one action item before us, but before we do that, I'd like to move approval of the Finance Committee meetings for February 8th. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Motion made, seconded? Made by the
Second.
seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Are adopted, approved, excuse me. The action item before us deals with some fee changes. And before I begin, I would just like to comment that we are talking about the community colleges right now, and they, in their wisdom at this particular time, have decided that they're not going to move forward with any tuition increases at this time. That they're going to want to wait and see basically what happens with the budget as a whole. However, they do feel they would like to make a couple of minor changes, which makes the entire system for them more consistent. And these changes take place in 3 different areas, none of which are really any substantial increases in fees. But what they do is they more or less add a status quo and an easier policy for those involved with dealing with them to be able to administer. The first one deals with the cost per credit hour, and it varies. Actually, it doesn't vary. It's the regular cost per credit hour. In the old system that you have before you, it's $92 for 1 credit, $101 for 2 credits, and $107 for 3 credits. What they've done is made this consistently $100 for the first 3 credits, and they move up from there. In essence, if you look at the sheet, if someone is taking a 3-credit course at the community college, under the new system, your 3-credit course would actually cost you $3 more per semester. If you take 6 credits, the actual cost increase to you would be $9. And if you become a full-time student of 12 or more credits, the actual increase over the cost of the entire semester would be $18. Am I correct?
Right, except Chairman Balducci, for 3 credits would actually go down by $7.
That's right. I was never that good in math. Thank you for pointing that out. It's a savings of $7 as opposed to the others. That is the increase per credit hour over the course of a semester. Are there any questions dealing with that right now? It's relatively, I think, easy enough for us. And thanks for pointing it out. There's actually a savings. The next fee increase that they're talking about is the student activity fee, which really doesn't change at all, but they're making it consistent because it somewhat varies from campus to campus. And the only place that it really varies are at 2 campuses, Quinnebog and Naugatuck in Northwestern. What we're going to do is make those all consistent. Actually, there'll be a savings for some of those part-time students, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Of about $5. The $20 activity fee that's presently there at all of the community colleges will remain. And what they're going to do is stabilize the part-time fee to $10 per semester, which will save some of those students at those colleges, Northwestern, Quinnebog, Naugatuck, $5. So that would be the change there. And the last change deals with the transportation fee. We know, we passed this quite a while ago, is all students pay it at the universities and in the community colleges. It's the, excuse me, the fee for transportation, and their ability for $40 to be able to ride the rail, so to speak, anywhere. There are only two places that don't have such a policy, and that's at Quinnebog and at Naugatuck Community College. So what we're going to do then is we're going to stabilize that and make it $40 fee. We're going to make it $10 per semester for full-time students and $5 for part-time students
At Naugatuck.
at Naugatuck. And Quinnebog will not be involved in that,
The
just
students there can opt in.
if they wish. So there's really no change there except that one little change, giving Naugatuck the ability to pay $10 for their full-time students and $5 for their part-time students. Any questions on any of those three pieces that we are going to move forward, hopefully today without a problem? Or any questions that might have a concern? We weren't even going to do this, but we thought it more appropriate since it is a change financially, whether it be nickels or dimes or hundreds or thousands of dollars. So we're going to do this. We're going to bring it up as an item next week at the board meeting also. But there are really minor, they're really considered minor changes. Any other discussion? Then I would make a motion that we adopt the resolution.
Sorry, Chair Balducci, I was on mute. I just had a quick question. So I'm just trying to understand, we're reversing on the tuition or the increases permanently, or this is on hold just pending the state budget discussions?
It's not permanent. They still can make changes, additions, and whatever is necessary. But if you look at this, Ari, it's really no, what they've done is try to stabilize this to make it easier, because part of this has to be done manually in the program that we have, in the Banner program. This would stabilize it all, and there are either, sometimes you gain and sometimes it costs you more, but there are no substantive changes financially to anybody. But yes, tuition is still open, so to speak, as to what may come down the line.
Okay, because I know we had a long conversation about the increases in previous meetings and landed on sort of approving those increases, given some of the budget challenges we're facing. I would imagine reversing those increases isn't going to help that budget picture. So that was just my concern.
We appreciate that. As a matter of fact, Ben's up in Hartford right now before the Finance Committee. And I believe Terrence is with him also, trying to speak to them. And certainly this shock with the budget that we've had before us, or presented before us, is one we're going to have to work hard to garner. And it's going to take the work of faculty, staff, and the board working together to try and make some of this happen so that we improve our situation for our students, who are the most important part involved in this.
Absolutely. What would be our deadline if there were going to be tuition increases or changes for the next school year? What's sort of the deadline to make that decision, do you think?
I think we have to do it prior to the beginning of the new fiscal year, which is July 1. So we're trying to get that done prior to that time, Ari.
Sounds good. No other questions. Thank you.
Do anybody else? Okay, I made the motion. Is there a second? We should have had that before we discussed, but.
Second.
somebody would Second, thank you very much. Motion made and second. Any further discussion? If not, I would just try your minds. All those in favor of adoption of this resolution, please signify by saying aye.
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 The resolution's adopted. Is there any further business to come before us at this time? David?
Yes, I have just a quick comment on the agenda, which includes the mid-year update. And it's with reference to page 8. What the update does is provide, as you've noted, the various statistics on revenue and expenses for the universities, the community college, and Charter Oak. However, all 4 universities are dealt with in one page, one spreadsheet. And it seems to me that should be broken down. We can maintain the one-page summary, but it should be broken down into the 4 universities. Remember, CSCU is a system of systems which now consists of 6 constituent units: the 4 state universities, Charter Oak, and the 1 community college, at least presumably after July the 1st. I think that the mid-year update should reflect that.
Let me see if I understand. What you're saying is rather than just the one page, which is fine, we probably should have the one page first.
Yes,
Have one for Central, Southern, Eastern, Western, and Charter Oak.
that's correct. Charter Oak is already there.
Excuse me, you're right.
Community college,
It's
the
there.
one community college or the community college system is listed as one, presumably on the basis of approval of the consolidation by July the 1st. However, the 4 state universities are not consolidated and should consequently each one be listed separately.
Okay, so
That's my request.
I will make that point. I will take that point, bring it back to Ben. So we'll have one overall.
Correct.
One for each individual university along with, well, we don't need Charter.
Yeah. That would add 4 pages to the update.
Well taken. Any other comments by anybody? If not, I'd ask for a motion for adjournment. And thank you all for being here. Ari,
Motion to
thank you.
adjourn.
Second. Thank you, Felice. Motion made and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
A
everybody.
brief meeting.
Thank you, Madam President. Chairman.
Your live stream has ended.